We appreciate all sponsors for their generous support in making this year's Quality Week celebration a success. Your commitment to excellence makes all the difference.
The rhythm, research with the beat. Quality week, make we dance, we bring the fire. This be the week, we never tire. Think quality, think research, we are all involved. We did jam, oh we did jam. Boy, I move to the left.
We appreciate all sponsors for their generous support in making this year's Quality Week celebration a success. Your commitment to excellence makes all the difference.
The rhythm, research with the beat. Quality week, make we dance, we bring the fire. This be the week, we never tire. Think quality, think research, we are all involved. We did jam, oh we did jam. Boy, I move to the left.
We appreciate all sponsors for their generous support in making this year's Quality Week celebration a success. Your commitment to excellence makes all the difference.
The rhythm, research with the beat. Quality week, make we dance, we bring the fire. This be the week, we never tire. Think quality, think research, we are all involved. We did jam, oh we did jam. Boy, I move to the left.
Hello? Is the other person here? Who are those supposed to be here? So you are doing time and scores. Which department? Hello? No, there are 5 rounds.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so thank you all for making it a point to. Hello? Hello? Okay, thank you. Thank you all for making it here for the quiz finale. So today we have with us the Department of Immunology, the Department of Parasitology, and the Department of Nutrition contesting. So we are here to see the winning team. And today our quiz master for the session is our institutional QMS mentor in the person of Mr. Raymond Fachu. So please, he's about to start. Let's be quiet as possible. I would want to see my contestants for the 3 departments seated and introduce themselves. Oh, department, you can do it better for your people. They can come in. They can bring it. Okay, so before the introduction, I would want the Department of Animal Experimentation bring the trophy to the table before the introduction. Oh, please, we are waiting. Okay, thank you. So contestants, starting from the Department of Immunology, kindly introduce yourselves. Thank you.
I'm Charles King Edu.
I am Joseph Jr. Abrokwa.
I am Saeed Aisha Dufie.
I am Al Hassan S. Abdul Karim.
I'm Elizabeth Brown.
I'm Kelvin Bleusi. Thank you very much, contestants. Thank you to everyone for being present to today's event. I was asking the team at the back whether today's event, is it final or finals? Or finale? But whichever it is, those who win will tell us how they want to call it, I guess. Before we go into the details, I would want to give a chance to, let me call them the management team of each of the departments. If you have a final word for your team, I want to give you like 30 seconds. If Sadia could help us with the microphone. If we have any single person from... So let's start with immunology. It could be HOD, it could be quality manager, it could be team coach, whichever. If you have some morale for your people, I want to give you the chance, but if you don't want it, that's fair.
Good afternoon. So when I came here this morning, people were saying, where are your people? Where are your people? I said, this afternoon, Nalai, we are here. So just to tell my team, we are always winners, and we are expecting to take that cap away. Sadi, I just want to inform you that animal experimentation has removed the cap on top of the cap. They are keeping that for themselves. So please, let's bring it back. We want the whole cap. Go immunology.
Thank you very much. Shall we have parasitology? Is there someone from parasitology?
Hello.
Shall we have some silence, please? Some silence,
hello, everybody.
Please.
Yes, I've already told you. You are winners. You have won. So just have fun. Relax and be happy. Go Para.
Thank you very much. So now we have the final department.
Let's say nutrition. Woo! Guys, as we have said to you, we are solidly behind you. So relax and take your time. No shaking. You are winners. Without good nutrition, what is immunology? And what happens to parasitology? Also, nutrition!
So that was just the introduction. That was just the introduction to what lies ahead. If we have some silence, I will start to read the rules of today's engagement, starting off with general rules, just general. First of all, let's try to be as professional as possible. Participants are expected to maintain a very high level of professional demeanor and show respect for fellow contestants. The organizers, in this case, we are talking about the quality, the DQMs and the institutional quality office team. And of course, to the audience, we need to show that decorum towards each other. To also safeguard the integrity of whatever it is we are doing. And I only say this because we are streaming live. And so it's been digitally documented. And you know what goes onto the internet never forgets. So we'd want us to be very decorous and play fair. We know we are all very competitive, but beyond this, we may want to channel a lot more of the energy to doing the quality. Then we use events like this to just wind down. If you have any feedback, complaints, appeals, comments, whatsoever, please address it constructively to the institutional quality coordinator in the person of Miss Eunice Sewa. Sewa, if you are at the back, can you give us a wave so that we know who we are coming to? So for those who already know her, that's fine, but she's at the back. I may not see, hear, or respond to side complaints. And so it's important that we know this and we play along. And I'm sure we'll have fun. So for today, being the final, we will have 5 rounds of competition. The first round will be the general round. Round 2 will be the speed round. Round 3 will be a true or false. Round 4 will be the problem of the day. And in round 5, we'll have riddles. These are things I'm sure we are all very familiar with. So these are the general rules. I believe it's quite clear to all of us. Contestants, if you are ready, I am ready. There was one thing I need to mention. We received feedback that some of us in the audience whisper answers to the contestants. Would want to encourage. This is a lot of learning. It's not just competitive. So please, let's play fair. If we have plans of doing that, please let's try very hard to avoid doing that, so that we have a very fair competition. Round one. The rules for round one. Each department will have 2 attempts for a major question within an allowable time of 30 seconds. If there is a bonus, it will move in a clockwise direction. Let's agree what clockwise looks like, right? So clockwise will be my definition, which is what we will use. So if I start with immunology, we will move like this in a normal movement, right? But if I said my definition, if this was a speed race, it would have been -1. In the normal movement, it will be like that. But if there's a bonus, it will move the other way. You understand? You understand? Good. And the bonus will be for a point of 1. If you get it wrong, there's no penalty point. Are we good? My team, are you ready? So round 1, question 1. Immunology. What activity is conducted periodically to verify that a laboratory's quality management system conforms to planned arrangements and standard requirements?
Conformity assessment.
That is incorrect. Audit. Audit is correct for 3 points. Parasitology. What metrological property ensures that a measurement result can be related to a reference through an unbroken chain of calibrations?
Measurement uncertainty.
That is incorrect.
Measurement calibration.
We will move to the Department of Nutrition for a bonus. Hold on. Immunology for a bonus.
Measurement traceability.
Nutrition.
Methodological traceability.
The correct answer is metrological traceability. What I heard was methodological traceability. That is what I heard. And so we all miss the bonus point. So we move to nutrition for your major. What is the numerical coverage factor? It's sometimes called the K factor, commonly applied to obtain approximately 95% confidence when reporting expanded measurement uncertainty under normal distribution. We move to parasitology for a bonus.
Confidence interval.
It's not confident. Immunology.
95% confidence interval.
That's too big. Anyone from the audience who wants to try? So the K factor that specifies that 95% confidence interval is 2. So it's a K factor of 2. So if we check in our SOP for calibration and uncertainty measurements, we'll see something like that in there. So we move on to another round. Back to you, immunology. What statistical parameter expresses systematic error in a measurement process?
The 13S rule, 22S rule, and 41S rule.
It's none of those rules. We move to immunology, nutrition for a bonus. Pass. Parasitology.
Bias.
Bias is correct for a bonus point as well. So parasitology, your major question. What are the required documented outputs of a management review in a laboratory quality management system?
Staff competency assessment. Proficiency testing. Auditing report.
Everything is wrong. Immunology for a bonus.
Minutes of review meeting report.
I will move it to nutrition. Pass. Those. Unfortunately, there's nowhere else to pass it to. You are the last. So the output of every management review is the recorded decisions of actions. It could be minutes or anything else. You also have your resource needs and changes to the quality management system. You can write minutes and it will still miss all these points. For those of us who have been through assessments, I'm sure you know. Yeah. Sometimes you have the meeting for so long and the audit still comes and they say, you missed this. So the minutes alone is not comprehensive or clear enough. So we will move to, I believe that's parasitology. It's time for your major, right? Nutrition. Nutrition is for your major. Nutrition. What are the mandatory actions when internal quality control rules violate the Westguard 13S rule?
The process must be stopped and an audit must be performed.
I'll give you 1 out of 3. Definitely, when you violate a 1-3S rule, it just means that everything has to shut down. The run has to be rejected. Once that is done, you need to withhold the results and then you investigate and correct. So all of these are those mandatory actions. These are things you just need to do. You need to reject, withhold, and correct. So we move on to another set of questions on this round. We are doing very well. We are doing very well. So we are back to you, immunology, right? Immunology, your major. A quantitative test result is 140 millimole per liter with a standard uncertainty of 1.5 millimole per liter and a K factor of K is equal to 2, expanded uncertainty. How will the results be reported for standard uncertainty? You'll find this in the, of course, the SOP for calibration and uncertainty measurements. You'd find it there.
The results will be reported as 140 millimole per liter plus or minus 3.5 millimole per liter.
Try again. Oh, you were bailed out. Oh, too bad. We will move to nutrition.
140 millimole per meter plus or minus 3.5 millimole per meter.
Parasitology.
140 millimole per liter plus or minus 3.5.
That's incorrect. Anyone from the audience? Where are you getting the 3.5 from? No worry, this is not scoring. Where are you getting the 3.5 from? Oh, come on, it must come from somewhere. So the correct answer is 140 plus or minus 1.5 millimole per liter. Because you already have the standard uncertainty of 1.5. If you were asked to calculate the expanded uncertainty, then you will multiply the 1.5 by the K factor of 2. In which case, your expanded uncertainty will be 140 plus or minus 3 millimole per liter. Yeah? Fantastic. We move on to parasitology. Parasitology, your question. The mean of a quality control material is 100 units. Standard deviation, 2 units. A control run's result is 107 units. State the rule violated. Immunology, your turn. For a bonus.
One, 3S.
Nutrition.
One, 2S rule.
The correct answer is 1, 3S. But you answered on the bell. You answered on the bell, immunology. You answered on the bell. But it's a 1, 3S. I'm tempted to want to ask you to explain how you got it. Can you explain? Please go ahead. Let me just say it's not good. This is non-scoring. It's non-scoring. But please, just go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So if we plot the Levi-Jennings chart, the 100 will be the mean, and then the standard deviation plus 1, standard deviation will be 102, minus 1 standard deviation will be 98. So plus 3 will be 106, and then minus 3 standard deviation will be 94. And so the test run result, which is 1.02, is far below the 3S, the test standard deviation.
Yeah. That's accurately explained. Thank you. If only it came faster. If only it came faster. So we move to parasitology. Is your major, right? Whose major is it? Nutrition. Nutrition is your major. Whose major is it? Nutrition. So nutrition, your major question. The assigned value in a proficiency testing is 200 milligram per deciliter. The laboratory result is 210 milligram per deciliter. Calculate the percentage bias.
%0.1%.
That's incorrect. We'll move it to let me recalibrate my flow.
He has not mentioned that yet.
These people missed. So it means you will go to parasitology for the bonus.
10%.
Immunology.
5%.
5% is correct for bonus. So the percent bias here will be calculated by your observed value minus the expected divided by your observed value times 100. So we now have the last set of questions for this round. And we move to immunology. Immunology. The laboratory targets TAT, and I believe you know what TAT is. It's 90% of results reported within 60 minutes. In one day, 200 samples were processed. 170 were reported within 60 minutes. Determine the compliance status. We will move to nutrition for a bonus. Parasitology for a bonus. You have to say it. Immunology, you didn't seem to get an answer. Okay. Audience? No? So the target is 90%. In one day, they had 200. But 170 were reported within the time frame. So what it means is that they have a compliance or a conformance of 85%, which is the 170 divided by the 200. And since the 85% is less than the target of 90%, then there's a non-conforming performance. So that is the status. Yeah. Parasitology. A laboratory receives a PT Z-score of plus 3.2. So for those of us who receive EQA or proficiency test results, we might be seeing this. State the performance classification and required action. Immunology for a bonus. Nutrition. Audience? Anyone? I think we should be scoring the audience. Any question the audience misses, it's a negative score. Because you are over 100, so it should be. Anyway, so the classification here is an unsatisfactory performance. The action is to investigate and implement corrective action. It's unsatisfactory because the Z-score value is plus 3.2. It's bigger than 3. In fact, it's bigger than 2. So an SDI or a Z-score of less than 1 is acceptable. If it's between, say, 1 and 2, then it's a warning. If it's bigger than 2, then it's unsatisfactory. This lab has plus 3.2. So it's unsatisfactory. Yeah. If you look in the SOP for EQA, you would find something like this in there. Nutrition. You have the pleasure of having the last question for this round. A new analyzer is being evaluated. It has a mean of 50 units and a standard deviation of 1.5 units. Calculate the precision. Parasitology for a bonus.
The precision will be 51.5.
No, it will not. Immunology.
$75.
No, that's incorrect, sir. Sorry, that's incorrect. Audience? Audience, I don't know who you are passing to. So the precision is basically the percentage coefficient of variation. So the percent CV. So the percent CV in this case is 3%. Right, it's 3%. So if you divide the SD, which is 1.5, by the mean, you get the percent CV times 100, of course. Yeah. And with that, we come to the end of round one.
You have to announce it. You have to announce it. It's fine, all right. At the end of round one, nutrition 1. Parasitology 1. Immunology 4.
Thank you very much. So that is round one. The scores looked very malnourished, you know. Yes. Yeah. I'm quite confident that round two will be a very big boost, and we'll have as much fun. Yeah. So round two, contestants, is the speed race. The rules for this round. A question is posed to all departments, which means it's not specific to any particular department. When you have the answer as a department, you sound your buzzer, and once it's all been set up, we will test the buzzers. Contestants must answer without any delay. Within 5 seconds, you should have called out your answers. A correct answer will attract a full score of 3 points, whilst a wrong answer will attract a single negative score, so that will be -1. Failure to provide a response after pressing your buzzer will also result in a negative score. Are we using the same kind of buzzers? Okay. So, because it's a speed race, what it means is that even if you are the second to have pressed, you will still have to answer. You understand? Which means the rule, the negative rule and the no answering rule will also apply to you. You understand? You don't? Come again? Okay, I will. So after the question has been posed, if Department 1 and Department 2 happen to press their buzzer, and Department 1 is indicated as being the first and Department 2 the second, Department 1 will answer with all the rules applicable. They get it correct, they get 3 points. They get it wrong, they get -1. They don't answer, they get -1. That full bouquet of rules will apply to Department 2. Is that clear? Shall we start? Are you ready? Audience, at this point, we will really need your help, especially with silence. Yes, sir.
Can we please test our buzzers before we start?
That's true. That's true. We have to test it. We have to test. So shall we clear all? Usually I like to count 3 and we all press. My technical experts suggest we do it individually first before doing it together. So we will do that. Immunology. Thank you. Parasitology. Thank you. Nutrition. Thank you very much. Now on 3, we will all try again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me just say this. If you want to be fast, please be fast. I'm just saying this just so that it's very open to all of us. If you want to be fast, be very fast. We will not have to blame what we can't see, like Wi-Fi connection or spirits that's interfered with transmission. So we have to be very fast, right? And if you are ready, I'm also ready. So we start with question 1. According to ISO 15189, what 2 fundamental purposes must a laboratory's quality management system address to meet? Nutrition.
Quality and competence.
We will not pass this, but that is correct. Question 2. The definitive action a laboratory must take regarding patient or test results when an internal quality control rule violation occurs before re-examining samples is. Let me give you a hint. We saw this in round 1. Okay. Audience? So I'm sure we will remember where we were talking about reject, withhold, and correct action. So the first bit is reject, right? It's to reject. Next question. What is the single most critical functional purpose of separating work areas within a laboratory performing immunology?
To avoid cross-contamination.
To avoid cross-contamination. So the question was going to end. The question was going to end with performing molecular PCR analysis, but beyond PCR testing alone, the functional purpose of separating work is to prevent cross-contamination. The next question. What are the twin key principles that must be included in management of participant or patient information? Immunology.
Privacy and confidentiality.
Privacy and confidentiality. The next question. The next question. In the context of method validation, what is the specific term for the lowest concentration of an analyte that can immunology?
Lower limits of detection.
I will continue with the question. What is the specific term for the lowest concentration of an analyte that can be quantitatively determined with acceptable precision and trueness? Parasitology.
Alicot.
No, it's not. No. Nutrition, do you want to try?
No.
Audience? Yes, there's a hand. Limit of quantification. So immunology, you should have listened to the quantitatively determined, right? So even though limit of detection is correct, but it's qualitatively determined. Yeah. Okay. So you don't get a score, just for the avoidance of doubt. Yeah. The next question. What is the formal term for the process of determining the relationship between the values indicated by a measuring instrument and the known values of a reference standard? Parasitology.
Calibration.
Go para. Next question. Next question. In a Westgard rules context, which specific rule violation is considered a warning rule rather than a mandatory rejection rule? Yes, go on.
One 2S rule.
1 2S is correct. Okay. So please check for nutrition as well. Nutrition, please check your buzzer as well. It's not working. Excuse me, sir. Please check for nutrition. Shall we all test our buzzers? Okay. Are we all comfortable to proceed? Contestants, are we all comfortable to proceed? Parasitology, nutrition. Shall we proceed? Okay. So the next question. In root cause analysis, what is the name of the diagram used to systematically nutrition?
The fishbone diagram.
The fishbone diagram is correct. Now we have the last question for the round. The last question for the round. I like this question. The focus for quality R in the first quarter of parasitology. Personal well-being and health. That's correct. And with that, we come to the end of round 2.
At the end of round 2, immunology 8. Go para 5. Nutrition 6.
So those were the scores of the specific round. Put together, we have the immunology with a score of 12, nutrition 7, and parasitology 6 points. Things are catching up. It looks like the results are eliciting an immune response. Yeah, so it looks like it, right? But let's see what the next round holds for us. You never know. So the next round, contestants, is the round of true or false. In this round, a statement will be presented to each contesting department, statement to which you will be required to tell if it's a true statement or it's a fallacy, in which case it's false. A correct response is worth 3 points. An incorrect response will attract a penalty point of 1, so that's -1. Questions are non-transferable, which means you own the question. I'll still start with immunology. Immunology. Under ISO 15189, a medical laboratory may implement a new examination method for patient testing without validation or verification if the manufacturer has provided performance claims.
False.
The statement is false. So whether the manufacturer provides performance claims or not, you are supposed to verify. You're supposed to verify. The score master says the points are 2 for this round. My mistake was I didn't tell you. So permit me to tell you now that a correct response is 2. And the incorrect is where you get a penalty point of -1. I believe we are all together now. Yeah. Thank you. Parasitology. In risk management, if risk score is defined as likelihood times consequence, a risk with likelihood of 5 and consequence of 1 has the same score as likelihood of 1 and consequence of 5.
True.
That statement is true. Nutrition. Coefficient of variation increases when standard deviation increases while the mean remains constant. True. That statement is true. So if you know the formula for calculating CV, you will appreciate the relationships. Immunology, back to you. Under ISO 15189, a medical laboratory may implement a new examination method for patient testing. Just give me a second. Okay. Immunology, your question. Measurement traceability requires, just for the avoidance of doubt, that question I was reading has already been repeated. So that is why I'm changing it. It's a repeated question, yeah. So now your actual question. What you truly deserve. Yeah. Measurement traceability requires that calibration results be linked through an unbroken chain of calibrations to an appropriate reference.
True.
This one is not true. This is not true. And the only reason why it is not true is because of a single word, and that word is documented. It's a documented chain of unbroken calibrations. It's not word of mouth. It has to be documented, right? Parasitology. Your question. Segregating infectious and non-infectious samples is both a biosafety control and biosecurity measure.
False.
It cannot be false. It's true. Waste segregation cannot be overemphasized, right? Nutrition. Your question. Participation in proficiency testing eliminates the need for internal quality control within the laboratory. True or false?
False.
That is false. The fact that you are enrolled in an EQA does not mean that you sacrifice your IQCs. Yeah. So we have the last round of questions. And we are back to immunology. Immunology. When using K factor, K equals to 2, to calculate expanded uncertainty, the reported interval corresponds to approximately 95% confidence under normal distribution assumptions.
False.
Your statement is false. This is true. I just mean your false is false. It's true. I think we explained this somewhere in round 1. Yeah. Parasitology. If two risks both have a risk score of 12 in a 5x5 matrix, that's a likelihood versus consequence matrix, they are quantitatively equivalent even if their likelihood and consequence values differ.
True.
Are you sure? True is correct. Nutrition. You have the last question for this round. A method comparison demonstrating a correlation coefficient of 0.99 proves absence of systematic bias between methods.
False.
That's correct. Should I ask you to explain? And so here we come to the end of round 3.
At the end of round 3,
Immunology 0. Parasitology 3. Nutrition 6.
So at the end of the 3 rounds, with all the scores put together, we have immunology at 12 points, nutrition 13, and parasitology 9. It looks like those who were once malnourished are now feeding well. Yeah. It looks like. I'm not saying it is, but it looks like. So we are at the round of the problem of the day. This is where it's not really a problem of the day, but we have to find a name for it, right? So contestants, a case will be presented to all of you, all departments, a same preamble. And all departments will have 5 minutes within which to provide a written response. At the end of the time, which is the 5 minutes, your responses will be evaluated. As will be pasted on the board. Each department will be given a flip chart sheet and a marker. So please make sure you have those. You would write your department name clearly at the top, so we can relate to it when you are presenting. But you need to give them a sheet, right? You need to give each of them a sheet. Oh, each person will get a board. Yeah. Caesar, let the board face them, right? Let the writing rather face them, yeah. No, what's your name? Put the flip charts in front of their tables, but let it face them. Put it in front of their tables, but let it face them. Yeah. No. Caesar, let it face. Yeah, this way is okay. Yeah, let it. So this one too should face them like that. Yeah. So the other ones you need to, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Caesar, oh. It has to face in such a way that one cannot see the other. I mean, it's fine. I'm just saying we need to arrange it in such a way that one cannot see the other's board. Yeah. So put it on the same line, if at all. So they should all be on the same line, yeah. So it means you have to bring the podium forward if you have to. That's podium. You need to bring it forward if you have to. Or Caesar, how many sheets do you have on this? Do you have extra sheets on this? So you can just flip this one. Let them use this. When you finish, you take it back so that they can all be in line. Yeah. So give this to that department. Put this in the middle. Then you bring this here. But let them all be on the same line. Yeah. You can't move it. Align them put them in the same line, right? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. All right. Thank you very much to my team, and thank you audience for your patience. We had to set up. Thank you very much, our audience, for your patience whilst we set up for this round. So we have 5 minutes. I'm going to read a very short statement. It's a very short statement. Like we said, once you are finished, we will see your response on the board. And it is the response on the board that we will evaluate. Are you ready? Okay. The UG NMIMR SOP MGT-003 2.0 describes how process maps are to be developed. Limiting to symbols within this procedure, develop a process for handling samples from pre-exam to post-exam. Should I read it again? Okay. The UG NMIMR SOP MGT-003 2.0 describes how process maps are to be developed. Limiting to symbols within this procedure, develop a process for handling samples from pre-exam to post-exam. If you are ready, my timekeeper is ready. Your time starts now. So at any point when you want to use the board, you can angle it, you can turn it in the usual cover your work kind of thing and use the board. Yeah. I would want to graciously, and I believe the audience would even agree, give you 5 more minutes so that you can use the boards. So there will be no extensions after that. 1 minute. You have 1 minute more. So shall we return to our seats? Thank you very much to our contestants. So for this task, the contestants were expected to develop a process map using the symbols in the SOP of SOPs. So basically, it's supposed to look like a schematic. The process map tells how things happen. So it's supposed to build blocks on the general steps in the sample handling processes. Key steps that we would want to see are collection, packaging, shipping, receipt, and temporary storage as it applies. So these would be what we want to find in the pre-exam. Then in the exam, we would want to see testing and temporary storage as it applies. And then in post-exam, we will see archival and disposal. We will look at the sequence in terms of how it flows and the appropriate use of symbols. Because for the process mapping, as it is in the SOPs, there's a symbol for direction, there's a symbol for decision, there's a symbol for process steps, termination, and so on and so forth. And then we'll just appreciate in general the logical flow of it. So if I could get the, how do you call the other one? The other microphone, so we can move to each department's board for the evaluation. So here we can do this together. Here we have the response for immunology. So immunology talks about sample receipt. They talk about analyze the sample after it has passed integrity check. So they have a decision here, pass or fail. So this is an appropriate use of the symbol. Analyze sample, quality check, evaluate results, results approved, then approved again, then release of results, and put results in record. We can clearly see the pre-examination activities from we don't see the pre-application activities, right? So the collection, packaging, shipping, it's all missing. So they start off from. Shall we give a round of applause to Collins? So we don't see the pre-examination for immunology. So that's a -1, basically. We don't see the post-examination because right from results approved, we have another approved and we have release of results. So all of this, most often than not, will stay in the, it overlaps. Release of results will kind of overlap between exam and pre-exam. So we'll give them this mark. We will not take it away from them. But we don't see archival and disposal of the sample. So that's like another -1. We don't see pre-exam. That's a -1. I think just in all fairness, just running away from the risk of having to be too detailed. They are supposed to get 20 marks, but they have -3, so immunology will get 17. This is a response from parasitology. Parasitology clearly identifies pre-exam. They identify exam here. We don't see a post-exam, but in the pre-exam, there are really no steps under pre-exam. So it would have actually been good if they had seen a bit more. So the things about collection, packaging, shipping, all of that. Oh, yeah, it's there, right? Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. But we have pre-exam, we have collection, which is kind of not too uncertain in where it's been placed in terms of the logical sequence for it. So I will still give a -1 on pre-exam, and I'll give a -1 on the logical sequence for where we have. If this pre-exam was an overlapping step here, you know, then we can appreciate and say that all of these are under the pre-examination phase. And I'm sure you see that in some of the processes. So the sequence is, so -1 for that and for pre-exam. I don't see post-exam as well. In terms of archival and storage, that's another -1. But they do something quite interesting anyway, which will be a +1. Which is, the shape here is a starter and an end. So it will be a +1 for appropriate use of symbol. So I'll give it a +1. So now it's just 1 - 1. I see examination. I see sample quality. Yes, goes to exam. No. You go back to collect a new sample. Okay. So I only have a -1. So out of 20, they'll get 19. So here we have for immunology. Nutrition. Nutrition does something interesting. They clearly identify the phases as it is pre-exam, exam, and post-exam. In the pre-exam, we see sample collection. We see from the sample being collected, it goes straight to a quality check for receipt. So they miss out the steps of packaging and shipping and all of that. So that would be a -1 for each. So they have transport here, as I'll tell them you just prompted me. Yeah. As they've just prompted me. But you notice that this transport is in the exam phase. It's not shipping from collection. So even though you have transport here, it's not the transport we really want to see. Yeah. This is pre-exam. We are talking about pre-examination transport. No, don't worry. Those who did it are here. Yeah. So this is your pre-exam phase. As it seems, if I'm not mistaken, all of this is pre-exam. And then everything in here will be exam. And then you have your post-exam as you've clearly stated. So that's basically what we are looking at, is what is on the pink sheet. Sorry, the white sheet. Yeah. So we have 2 minus 1s here, of course. We will have transport sample receipt. Okay, but I don't know whether this continues, because you have a yes, but if you have a no, where are you really going to? So it's supposed to be that kind of the loop created for that to happen. So that will be another minus 1. Excuse me, sir. Sir, can you, what's this? Competency of staff. Okay. So competency of staff, then failed what? It looks like this, which one is this? Quality control. Okay. So quality control would have been a decision, because it's a determination, it's a question like pass or fail. If it passes, you go back. If it fails, you kind of continue. So you agree to be another minus 1, right? Yeah. So that gives us 4 of it. But I think out of 20, we do that minus 4. Immunology will get 16. Nutrition will get 16. Archival and storage. There was nothing on archival and storage. The key element for post-exam is archival and storage, but we didn't see archival and storage. So it could have been anything. Wait, they got a minus 1. They didn't mention pre-exam, but they got a minus for archival and storage. They didn't say pre. You said pre-exam, but didn't put anything there. They didn't say pre-exam, but they put things there. Which department? Okay, so we march ahead. It's the last round. It's the last round. Why do people pray when it gets to the round of riddles, but not in round 1? You know, but we have only 3 riddles. Let me just give you a head start. Oh yes, I've been told. So parasitology wants to any other department wanting same. Immunology also wants to swap.
We use the riddles here. We use the buzzers here too.
So in round 5, we will use the buzzers as well. A question will be posed to all of us. One preamble to all of us, not specific to any department. When you have the answer, you sound your buzzer. With the correct answer at the first clue, you'd get 5 marks. 5. On the second clue, 4 marks. On the third and any other number of clues thereof, 3 marks. The question will be transferred to the next fastest contestant to have sounded the buzzer for response under the same conditions if the first buzzer gets it wrong. Shall we test our buzzers now? Immunology? It's not working. Parasitology? Okay, so immunology has an issue. Parasitology, check your buzzer. Nutrition. Shall we all try on 3? 1, 2, 3. Are we all happy with our buzzers? We are good? Okay. So round 5, riddle 1. I evaluate the effectiveness of the laboratory's quality system. Nutrition.
Audit.
That is incorrect. So you will sit out on the rest for this question. So we continue. I consider audit findings, quality results, and complaints. ISO 15189 requires me to be periodic and documented. I lead to decisions on resources, improvements, and policy updates. Without me, the laboratory cannot demonstrate continual improvement. What am I? Immunology.
Quality indicator.
That is incorrect. Parasitology. There are no more clues.
Institutional quality officer.
For those who said you are lucky it is not correct. Audience, anyone with an idea? Yes, ma'am. This is management review. It's management review. And what could actually give you good clues is on the fourth one, which talks about I lead to decisions on resources, improvements, and policy updates. Yeah, that's pretty much the giveaway. Riddle number 2. The laboratory is required to have a process for addressing complaints and non-conformities, which serves as my primary fuel. I require the active participation of all personnel who are empowered to identify opportunities where I can take place. My technical side ensures that examination procedures are kept. Immunology.
Standard operating procedure, SOP.
No. So you sit out on the rest. Yeah. Clause 7 of ISO 15189 is my engine room. It houses the activities that drive me. Corrective actions to prevent recurrence of problems, internal audits to find hidden weaknesses, and management reviews to evaluate my overall effectiveness. Nutrition, right? Yeah, nutrition.
Process improvement.
Process improvement. No. The last clue. Parasitology, you are alone. I am the formal, systematic process that ensures the laboratory is not just maintaining its standards today, but is actively becoming better tomorrow.
Auditing.
No, it's not auditing. Audience? It's mentioned even as part of the... Yes, it's continual improvement. Continual improvement, not process improvement. Continual improvement. We have the last riddle. I have a feeling this last riddle can change a lot. The last riddle.
Hello. Want to test out?
Is there a problem? Okay. Immunology wants to test their buzzer. Okay. Nutrition, sorry. Nutrition, are you comfortable? Okay, thanks. Shall we go on? Okay. The third and final riddle. My foundation is laid where top management establishes me as part of the laboratory's strategic direction. I am required to be communicated and understood at all levels of the organization, from the director to the newest research assistant or tech. While I am aspirational, stating what the laboratory intends to achieve, my effectiveness is measured immunology.
Quality objectives.
It is not quality objectives. Nutrition.
Policies.
Policies. It is not policies. Parasitology.
Quality policies.
Parasitology. That is correct. So we have the results at the end of competition. Parasitology has 31 points. Immunology and nutrition are at a tie. And I believe for the purposes For the purposes of friendly competition, we'd want to break the tie. So we will break the tie with just one question. It will be hinged on speed and accuracy, because it's just one question. So once the question is posed, the first department of the two to press the buzzer will have the chance to answer. Once the answer is correct, you get 2 points. Once the answer is wrong or you fail to respond, you get a -1, in which case the tie is broken. So we have immunology and nutrition. Shall we set up the buzzers, please? Nutrition, please try your buzzer. Immunology, your buzzer, please. Okay. Please try it together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Are you ready? This is the tiebreaker question. It's a true or false. It's a true or false. Yeah. It's a true or false. Reason why I said it's going to be based on speed and accuracy. Okay. This is the question. Corrective action is complete once the immediate correction has been implemented and documented. Nutrition.
False.
Well, nutrition, you are second. Yeah. So we have come to the end of the final. I don't think too many people saw that coming. So thank you very much for being part of this year's quiz final competition. As much as possible, we try to make it more learning oriented than sheer or mere competition, and I believe, at least for this final, we've tried to be able to do that. We thank you all for your participation. We thank you for your cooperation, and we do congratulate our departments and our contestants. We know we have put in a lot of effort to come this far. Immunology, you put up a really big fight. The performance kept improving as the rounds kept going, but it just suggested that 2026 perhaps was not your year. But we still thank you very much for good competition. Nutrition, I believe, it's safe to say we're the underdogs of the competition. You nearly became first. And I think that's something we should all be proud of. So congratulations to you, and we wish you the very best in the department. That motivation is big. I like that. I like that. Thank you. Parasitology. I think this can be said as the biggest comeback in the history of comebacks for Noguchi quiz competitions. At a point I was very worried, and if I'm being very honest, I thought you had suffered some PTSD, but you have proven me wrong. You have proven me wrong. So I salute you, and I say congratulations for a well-deserved win. Thank you all, and I'll hand over to the IQM for the rest of the activities.
So, thank you very much. I think that congratulations to every department for participating in the quiz and ensuring that we had a thoroughly enjoyable quiz this year. Everybody is a winner. It's for us. Yes. And I think that parasitology, you need to learn to be gracious winners. Yes. Unfortunately, if you ask you do this, it's live, and people say you are not good winners. So don't let it be said. So don't do that. Don't do that. I think that everybody who participated made the effort to learn. There can only be one winner, but everybody who made their time, because they did learn. But it takes just more than intellect and learning to win a quiz. Sometimes even where you sit may decide some of the questions that you get. You understand? So congratulations to every single contestant from Monday through to Tuesday, Wednesday till today. They have done a good job. And we congratulate each and every one of them. Tomorrow we will have our award ceremony. But today, Dr. Violet Makuku brought us trophies. She promised us the trophies. And she has brought us 3 trophies. One of the trophies we will give to the department that won the safety relay today. Today being the safety day. There are certificates. The certificates are not yet ready. But we will be very honored for Dr. Makuku to come and present the safety trophy to the winner of today's safety relay. So are the bacteriology, they won. Oh, yeah. Bacteriology won. Are they here? Should we give it to the second? Those who were second. Please, are you here to collect it? It would have been nice for bacteriology to be here. Next time, whether your department is here or not, you must come. The program is not for just the departments competing, it's for every single staff in this place. So bacteriology are not here to collect their trophy from Dr. Makuku. We'll give it to EPID, since EPID they are here, or they are not here. So, but we would like to say thank you to Dr. Makuku for her trophies. The people who were supposed to come and collect the trophies, they are not here. But we would like you to say a word to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think I want to greet you first of all. And then I want to tell you that since the invitation before the day, I was very, very excited that Noguchi, for the 4th year, am I right? You are observing the Quality Week. And it's something that I always tell people across the globe, across the continent. We deal with universities and different organizations, but this is one way of effectively building the quality culture. Look at you and look at everybody who is here, who has been here since day one. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? Secondly, I want to talk about the activities and engagements. Honestly, I want to reiterate what the quiz master said. He said, we are not making it just a winning competition, but a learning competition. Let's underscore that word. Is very, very critical. And you can testify that a lot of the questions which have been asked, and during the activities of the week, you learned a lot of things you didn't know in your corner. Am I right? Yes. So I really want to thank the manager, the director, and the leadership of University of Ghana, together with everybody who participated. We are excited because we are the Global Quality Assurance Association, and you can see where the excitement is coming from. The movement should grow. It should grow, and we should be part of it. And in June, 8 to 11 June, I'll share the information with the manager. We are also having a quality assurance conference with paper presentations, poster presentations, and we need to chart a path for organizations and institutes like you where quality and quality assurance are at the center of our work. Do we have a choice? No. We don't have. Look at the way he was demonstrating. If you skip this stage, if you don't have this stage, And so I'm super excited and hoping to see some of you also coming to present papers, posters, case studies, and so on. The information is going to be shared fully. Allow me now to also do the official handing of the trophies. What evidence will I take home that I gave Noguchi trophies? They said, not even a single photo showing you doing, you lie. So it needs documented evidence. Thank you.
Don't trash it off.
Also, it's just something that we can look at and deal with. Please, so on behalf of the Global Quality Assurance Association, I want to hand over, on behalf of our team, the trophies for the good work you have done, for contributing to the Global Quality Assurance movement. I thank you. Quality starts with you. Quality is in our hands. The quality is everybody. Quality starts with me. Quality starts with you. Quality is in our
So we would like to, on behalf of the director, the management of Noguchi Memorial Institute of Medical Research, the quality office, and of all the staff, we say thank you to the Global Quality Assurance Association and Dr. Makuku for this generous gift. And you definitely see us come June, and more of us in the quality circles. Thank you very much, and God bless. So announcements for tomorrow. Tomorrow we would have the awards ceremony in the morning, and the director has graciously agreed to let us have some kebabs and drink. So, you know how we do, the way we did it last year. We will have games. We will not have those, tomorrow the games will be slightly different. We would have charades, low cost games. we are on a tight budget this trip. So, but we'll still have some games. We'll have charades, something in the box. Those things. HOD Parasitology. We've given your trophy to a pedo. You are not here. Bacteriology. Okay, so Dr. Makuku, please, this is the HOD for bacteriology. Okay, so you can do it behind the banner. Yeah, bring the banner for it. Yeah. Okay. How do we do it? So for the safety. Thank you. Okay. So we'll see you tomorrow. Please, 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock. Can you cut the feed? There's something I want to say. Can you cut the feed? Let's have your attention. Dr. Asante Poku, and I want you to bear me witness. Can we cut the feed? Okay.